coffee weak, the atmosphere sterile. But the stools in this lunch counter are more treasured and more symbolic than any seat in a five-star restaurant. What was served up at this very counter was the sweet and satisfying taste of freedom. This was the main stage of one of the greatest dramas of the 1960s, the so-called sit-in civil rights protest.
Just about every week, Connie and me go shopping downtown. Connie loves having her mama all to herself. Whenever it's hot and we get tired, we head over the snack bar in a 5 and dime store. We stand and we sip our cokes because we aren't allowed to sit at the lunch counter.
Yes, Mom, I love Coke, but I do not understand why we have to stand at the lunch counter. Why we cannot sit down there.
Connie, here we are.
Look at that girl, Mama. She's eating a banana split, and her purse is almost exactly like mine. Can I have a banana split, Mama?
Not here, Connie. I will prepare one at home for you.
Mom, that won't be the same, you know.
Connie, come on. You know that all over the town there are the signs telling us where we can and we can't go. Signs on the water fountains, swimming pools, movie theaters, even toilets.
Mom, tell me.
Everywhere.
Why?
Why?
Everybody I know obeys these signs except our great Aunt Gertie from New York. Once when you visited us, we drank from White's only fountain and you said real loud. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I never heard of colored water. Have you, Connie?
No.
Hey you! What are you doing there? You are drinking our water! Our water! Seriously?
It is a real hot day and I'm too old for these silly rules.
Sorry, mister. We don't expect any change soon, but my daddy thinks different.
Yes! Yes! Dr. King is coming to town.
Who's sick, Daddy?
He is not that kind of Dr. Connie. He is man who's working to make things better for us, for cholera.
So, we can go anywhere we please.
Like to sit at the lounge counter and do a banana split there.
Yes, and in other places, to swimming spots, theaters, and so on, Connie.
Captain King is coming to the week. It's so thrilling.
Daddy, I guess we shall go to hear his speech.
Everybody would like to see Sunny.
Now is the time to make the real promises of democracy.
Democracy!
Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation.
No segregation!
Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksand of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood.
Brotherhood!
Let the justice roll down like water and the rightness like a flowing stream.
Flowing stream!
I don't really understand his whole speech, but I like his booming voice.
It sounds as he believes God is in our side.
Amen.
It was about 80 feet long and 24 inches wide, an L-shaped lunch counter that occupied the northeast corner of F.W. Woolworth in Greensboro, North Carolina. The countertop looked like elegant black marble or slate with polished edges, but this was a faux finish. Beneath the counter was a long piece of stainless steel for parking your knees or your old chewing gum. The stools were classic diner pieces, covered with vinyl, backed with chrome. One other feature of these stools made a lot of people uncomfortable. You could only sit on them if you were white. So when 4 young Greensboro men wanted to challenge the invisible color line, Woolworth's was where they went. The Greensboro Four, they would soon be called: David Richmond, Franklin McCain, Ezell Blair, and Joseph McNeil. The defiance and pride visible on their faces would be severely tested in the months ahead.
Today is the 1st February 1960. We are the students from All Black North Carolina Agriculture and Technical College. My name is Franklin McCain. This is Joseph McNeil, David Richmond, and Ezel Blair.
When we had walked into the room at 5 and 9, just with intention to order our lunch, just politely asked for settings.
We didn't know that we launched a movement of sit-ins.
We didn't know that we had just changed the history. By the end of the week, 3,000 students were picketing in Greensboro. The movement rapidly spread to 54 cities in 9 other southern states.
How did it all begin?
Look over at the lunch counter. We know these 4 boys. They are brothers' friends from A&T College. Don't they know they are in the wrong place?
Some rules have to be broken.
Good afternoon. How can I help you? One coke, please. Yes, certainly, madam. And next, coffee for me, please. Okay.
One big beer, please. Apple pie for me, please.
One hot dog, please.
One chocolate.
Beer, please.
I'm sorry, man. We can't. So you're kind.
Why? I said I want one hot dog, please.
One big beer.
Come on!
Don't you understand English? Go on over to the snack bar and start making trouble here.
No. No.
Matthew!
The store is closing today. We will have this trouble cleared up by tomorrow, no problem, guys.
Aye, boys. I'm so proud of you. I only regret that you didn't do this 10 years ago.
This is really scary.
Let's go, Connie!
I was too angry to be afraid. On the first day, February the 1st, we stayed at the lunch counter until closing. The next day, we came back with 15 other students. The third day, 300 joined us. Later, 1,000. We just stood up by sitting down.
Why did your friends do that?
If we can spend money at the store, it's only fair. We should be able to eat the store's lunch counter.
I guess so. Do you think it will work?
Sometimes it's important just to try, Connie.
Darling, look at it!
What?
What? They sat there 4 hours? Wow! A group of 4 Negro students from A&T College occupy lunch counter seat.
I would be too hungry to wait that long.
Connie, they didn't really want food. They wanted to allow to get it, same as if they're back to be treated fairly.
I'm enjoying the sittings.
And I'm going to pick it up down tomorrow.
I want to go too. I'm plenty big enough to hold a sign and I know I can sit.
It's good that you want to help, Connie. But Connie, you are still too young for these things.
I never get to do anything important.
You can help us with picket tags. It's very important. Let's go, brother.
There is sister wearing a hat and white gloves and carrying a picket sign. And that's the back of brother's head at the lunch counter. My own brother.
I'm so proud of them, Connie.
Me too.
I just pray there is no trouble.
That doesn't look like downtown.
Connie, the cities have spread all over the South.
Sit down and watch.
Every day, the Greensboro Four and a growing number of black and white supporters return to the lunch counter. Taking shifts, they occupy the counter stools all day.
Daddy, it's
No! No!
How long before the sittings are over, Mama?
Until folks get what they want.
Good afternoon. How can I help you? One call, please. Yes, certainly. Coffee and
dinner, please.
Okay. Good afternoon. How can I help you?
We would like 1 hot dog for my daddy,
1 hot dog for your daddy,
1 milkshake for my mommy,
1 milkshake for your mom.
donuts and pancakes for my brother and sister,
Pardon?
donuts and pancakes for my brother and sister,
No pancakes and donuts for your brother and sister. Is that all?
no, that's not all, and for me, 1 banana split, please.
1 banana split for you.
Me and my 3 fellow African-American college students made history just by sitting down at the Roosevelt lunch counter in Greensboro, North Carolina, and waiting for a service that never came that day at the whites-only counter.
It was just the beginning, and the USA has never been same again.
And how many